I found 25 new Minecraft seeds, and I think one of them may just be perfect for your next survival world. Like, I've got a village oasis, a seed for some easy loot, a great continent with almost every biome, and just so much more. So let's just go ahead and find out if one of them was what you were hoping to see. If you're looking for a new Minecraft survival seed, how about one with every biome within 3,000 blocks of spawn? That makes it so no biome is too far to travel to. You do have to sacrifice with some of the biome sizes though, like this cherry grove or the mushroom island, and it doesn't include every ocean biome too, of course, but hey, all of those biomes near spawn is incredibly convenient. I found a seed with a Shipwreck island at spawn. As a reminder, I play on Java Edition, and seeds on Java Edition and Bedrock Edition have the same terrain, but structure generation and locations are different. So Java Edition is the only version you'll see structures in the seeds I show today, like the Shipwreck in this one. Now, I do searches for these quite often because they just make a survival island type playthrough feel so immersive. Like you crashed out here on the island and are truly stranded. And I mean, with this one, it really looks like you crashed pretty badly with the ship on its side. The jungle biome also adds to that immersive feel and just makes it feel more like a deserted island. These are always just some of my favorite types of seeds to find. This is one of the most hilarious witch huts I've ever found. It looks like it's holding up the weight of the terrain up here, so hopefully those tall pillars are strong enough and don't collapse. It reaches up to Y level 192 and starts down at level 108, so that makes it 84 blocks tall in total. Yeah man, these always just look so funny. I just love doing seed searches for them. The spawn of this seed looks so simple, yet it has so much potential. The whole concept of a village naturally generating with water around it is just awesome in itself, but I really think you could expand on that idea too. Like make bridges going out in each direction across the water, and reconstructing the village as a main point in your spawn base. Just so many different possibilities. This is easily one of my favorite continent island seeds I've found yet. From north to south, it reaches about 2,600 blocks, and from east to west, it's over 1,500 blocks. So there's definitely a decent amount of space to build your own city or something here. And for me, the biomes are just perfect for that too, with it mostly being plains, forest, and taiga. And I personally really like this spot that almost forms a little caldera here. I think the biggest surprise for this whole thing for me though, is that we only get 2 actual above ground structures across the entire continent, with this village at the very north of the island and the pillager outpost nearby. So you've really just got pretty much this entire island to work with. This week I created a quick tutorial for my channel members to show how I find continent island seeds. If you'd like to see that or support the channel a bit more, go ahead and click the join button to learn all about that. Thanks so much to all of my channel members, and thanks to everyone for all the support on my channel. It's really been overwhelming lately. I show a lot of cherry grove circle seeds, but I think, personally, I like something like this more. I mean, just being able to walk right into that little valley is great. You still get that awesome feeling of having the cherry grove elevated around you, and you still get that great plains biome for building, but you can easily just walk into the area, and you can even create a nice grand entrance gate or something here. It's really just so convenient. The villagers in this seed decided to build in this circular plains oasis. And honestly, this is one of my personal favorite village seeds I've found in a while. The plains just look so cool with the desert and mesa surrounding it. I think I'd like to expand the village across the entire plains biome, and the last time I found one of these oasis type things, a lot of people said they'd build a glass dome or wall around the oasis. So I'll go ahead and ask you, what would you build here in this one? This comment asked if I could find a seed with good starting loot and conditions, and yeah, absolutely I can. So how about something like this? It has 1, 2, 3 villages around the immediate spawn area, plus another one pretty close by too. The plains biome has lots of flat areas for building easily too. This village here has 2 blacksmiths. You can get an iron helmet, iron sword, and iron leggings in this one, and then an iron chest plate over in this one, so you're almost fully geared up right away. If you really want to, you can grab the leather boots in this tannery over here for a bit more protection too. It's not the most OP loot or anything, but I think it's a perfect amount to help you get started. I've had some people in my comments asking for another mangrove swamp island, so I have this one here. It actually looks pretty awesome with a couple other biomes here with the forest and jungle. Obviously the forest biome would be the easiest place to build a base, and the jungle would be pretty easy too, but I think it'd be cool to challenge yourself a bit and build in the mangroves. So I'll ask, what would you build there? I found this mountain circle Caldera seed here, and it looks pretty awesome. In the middle valley area, we have both a cherry grove and a village. Just one of my favorite combinations to find in Minecraft, and adding the mountains all around makes it even better. The village goes up the mountainside too, with a house and animal pen being all the way up top here. Yeah, just a great looking spawn area. If you're looking for a simple classic Minecraft start, look no further. This seed has a spawn village in a big plains biome with lots of flat areas for building. It's got a blacksmith with lots of loot too. And yeah, just a nice simple start for you. I'm always on the lookout for one path village seeds, and this is one of my favorites I've found. That's because it goes up a hillside and right into a cherry grove biome. So it basically just adds two of my favorite types of villages together. A single straight line path just looks so clean too, especially in comparison to this nearby hillside village. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but it's still a pretty unique little spawn village. This little village island seed is just so perfect. It's got the plains biome obviously, and it's got a beach and small forest too. I just really like how small of an island it is, yet it still has quite a few buildings to explore. The villagers have clearly had no issues surviving out here on the island. So what's your plan? Are you just looting the village and boating off to the land right away? Or would you help the villagers thrive and expand the village even more? I create a new video with never before seen Minecraft seeds every week, and I also create a blog to go with it. It has all the coordinates and seeds in one handy place. After watching the video, go ahead and check it out with the link in the description. I found a seed with a huge mushroom island. Even better, you spawn in an oceanside forest, so it's easy to just get some wood and boat straight to the island if you want to. And even better than that, there's a stronghold underground super close to spawn too. It's one of the biggest strongholds I've ever seen too. I'll give you the coordinates right to the portal room. The mushroom island stretches about 2,500 blocks across and 1,600 blocks wide. Not the biggest mushroom island ever or anything, but it's still really big and just so awesome to have close to spawn. Living out on a lake was clearly not the greatest idea for these villagers. I mean, it's clearly been abandoned now. The village does look pretty cool, just a path going into the water with another branching off the main path too. Plus the elevated terrain behind it just looks cool too. So I can only just imagine what went wrong here for them to leave the village abandoned. What do you think happened? Some pillagers in this seed set up their base right on top of a lake. You spawn into the world right nearby and can look right over the lake and see the tower and tents out there. In total, there are 4 tents out here, plus there are 3 cages, including 2 with iron golems. Definitely a unique place for an outpost to be. It looks pretty cool. I found this seed that has 2 mountain ring calderas around spawn, and actually it has all 3 mountain types too, with the frozen peaks, stony peaks, and jagged peaks. The frozen peaks are what form the mountain range directly at spawn, and down in the valley we get the greatest biome there is with the birch forest. And then the other one is formed by stony peaks, and this one has a valley made up of a forest biome. So if you like mountains, well, there you go. We get a perfectly working 12-eye end portal in this seed, and it's not too far from spawn, which is here in an oceanside savanna biome. Traveling southeast just over 1,000 blocks will bring you to an eroded badlands biome, and underground, that's where you can find the 12-eye end portal. I think the rarity of these is something like 1 in a trillion if I remember correctly, and it's always cool to see and super convenient for a survival mode or speedrunning. I found this seed with a double cherry grove circle at spawn. They meet up here in the middle and form like an 8 or infinity type shape or something. The circle to the south is smaller, and it just has a nice flat plains biome in the middle valley. And the northern one is quite a bit bigger. The valley for this one also has a plains biome, but it also has a lake and some dripstone openings around the cherry grove too. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite cherry grove seeds I've found in quite some time. I really like the look of the spawn area in this seed. The mountain ring is split between 2 different types of mountains with the frozen peaks and the stony peaks. And the middle valley is split too with the pale garden and the birch forest and forest. Just such a unique looking spawn all around. This continent island seed is pretty awesome. It stretches over 2,800 blocks from north to south and about 3,000 blocks from east to west. And I really like this one for the selection of different biomes. Like we get a couple of patches of cherry grove and some pale gardens too, and I've had some people mention wanting a continent that has some jungle biome on it, so we get that here too. Of course, there's plenty of structures to check out too, like some villages and a few jungle temples. If you're going to use this seed, I have to ask, what are you going to build around the island? I was looking for a simple seed with a trial chamber under a village, but I found this in the process. We do get that village at spawn in a nice plains biome. It even has a blacksmith building for some loot. And that trial chamber is right underneath the village too. It just so happens to conflict right with the spider spawner. As if there weren't enough spawners in the trial chamber already, now we get this old style spawner here too. Definitely one of the more unique places I've ever seen one. I'll say this is one of the more interesting spawn villages I've ever found. The entire village is in a crater. All the buildings are just bunched up together in this one area, and the village well is all the way down here just above deep slate level. I mean, it definitely looks really cool, but it makes me wonder why the villagers would build in a crater, or even why the crater is even here to begin with. What do you think? This tall, windswept woodland mansion just looks insane. It reaches up to Y level 253, and for those that don't know, despite the build height limit now being level 320, the natural generation height limit is still 256. So this one is really close to reaching that, though sometimes things like trees or structures do manage to generate above the limit. The terrain around this one just looks crazy, and it makes the cobblestone look pretty crazy too. Just such a really awesome looking mansion. I found this continent island seed that is pretty much perfect if you're looking for biome diversity. It's got nearly every biome across the island, and it's surrounded by every ocean type, and there's even a small mushroom island nearby. The only two biomes not on the continent are the mangrove swamp and the eroded badlands, and naturally some of the biomes are pretty small, like the Jagged Peaks, Pale Garden, Savannah Plateau, and Stony Peaks, but hey, you gotta make some sacrifices. If you're wondering about structures, well, we get all of them on the continent too, except for a woodland mansion. So yeah, that's truly one of the best continent island seeds I've ever found. For more great Minecraft seeds, check out one of the videos on screen now, and check out the mystery seed that's on screen too. Thanks for watching, I'm out of here, see ya.